Alright, what if that is the final result of Revelation 16? Okay, it's the creation of the new heaven, okay, by the sun, okay, that creates the one axis, okay, of motion. Then we have to create the second axis of motion using the fifth file, okay. The sixth file would be the third axis of motion, okay. So these all turn, okay, like, well, not that one because I didn't change the bit yet. Oh yeah, that's the stand. Here. There it is. So, like, these will turn, and what I've depicted here would be the sensors, okay? Well, let's look at the one that's not black in the dark, okay? So these would be like where your sensors would be. You'd have, let's say, 4 of them, and then you'd have other sensors on the wheel, and if you're getting free motion of it, because you have a probe sitting with a magnet on the axle, like, all this is like a metal piece that goes all the way across through a bunch of, like, let's say these, okay? Like, I literally think that I could take constructs and pass, like, metal piece down the middle, okay? And then, like, end up at the other side, okay? Put a magnet at the end of that metal rod, stick that metal rod somewhere in here, and when it's in the right spot, it'll decide to turn. It's just a matter of getting it there. And once it's turning, it's a matter of collecting that, you know, off the sensors. So now I see, you know, we have a lot more antenna. Okay, so like maybe the model I was showing earlier is what we could use as free energy. But what would this create? This would create motion in all 3 axes. Okay, maybe the other way doesn't truly depict motion of the other 2 axes, only depicts motion of 1 axis, where the other 4 circles would be the 4 probes needed, okay, for the 1 axis of motion. Now this would be a lot different, okay, we'd have, again, if we were getting 3 times 8, okay, 24 volts, maybe in this configuration we up the ante by an order of magnitude or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, this could be an entirely plausible arrangement with, again, magnets going on this one, and this one, okay? Where the node magnets would just be square cube magnets, okay? And then you just have plate, like, literally, I could, like, take one of these, okay? I could literally fill the crevices with putty, like Play-Doh, guys. Make that as round as I can make it, so that when I make a circle, okay, it's as round as it could be on the interior, okay? And I just gotta line it with magnets that fit the space that I have, so I order the right magnets for the space, okay? You know? These interior pieces aren't gonna be here, you know? They're, sorry. I mean, I'd file down little nubs, you know, they'd be gone, I'd putty it, you know, make a mold and a template, I'd fill it with putty or something, or some kind of plasticine, something that hardens, and then I'd go ahead and stick it full of magnets all the way around. But I do that in all axes, you know, for that. 24 times 3, but we have a lot more motion. I don't know what that's gonna do, guys. This is a new one, okay? This is an Armageddon, okay? So this isn't me trying to create free energy, but this, I think, is literally Armageddon, where you have a mixture of 23, like, you know, because the X's, the circled X's are already kind of like at 40, like at 90 degrees, you know? Like, so I'd imagine that these, like, I don't even know if these matter what they're at, but if that's at 23, that's your 666 again, you know what I'm saying, guys? Like your 666. And your probes won't be touching. Like, your probes inside are always a little bit behind where the magnets would be. So, like, this to me would be the n+2, okay? So, if this is n, you know, n+1 would be either the one, n+1 would probably be the one that looks like this, you know? n plus 2 would be the one that looks like this. All working together, you know? Like n plus 3 maybe? This is what this is? n plus 3? You went from the building blocks of everything, you know? Dots and lines. To create the Earth, you know? Then to create Armageddon. Using all of them. And even some new parts. Okay? So, thoughts, you know? I mean, I don't want to make this one, but I think I could. If my theory that lining this with magnets and having it level and less resistance possible on an axis with a magnet at the end would generate motion. Which I think it can. And if properly machined or whatever, I think it would work. Okay? So, there. I think that's the proper depiction of Armageddon. Just, you know, because I'm looking at it, and there's not much else to do, guys. So, like, these are all interesting things. Now, again, nothing can be confirmed until it's tested. Nothing can be tested until it's built. Nothing can be built until there's money. Nothing can be purchased and worked with unless there's time. Okay? So, unless something changes in my land, you know, like I'm gonna look up what I might use to build this, bounce it off a few people, but by all means, guys, think about it. Yeah, go find some constructs on eBay. Play around with the idea. I mean, you know, do whatever you need to do, but, like, I think hands-on visualization was really helpful here. But these are where the signs and symbols point. And does that depict a 33-dimensional cell? Technically, you have 3 X's. You know, 2 and a third. But you're making a big X, a big X, and a big X. So it's like you're making 33, 3, you know? 3 X's per dimensional line. 3 two-dimensional plane X's. It's pretty much a 3-dimensional X as it's ever going to get. Like, it's a star, it looks like a jack. You know, a whole lot of X's, guys. Anyways, patterns. Cheers, guys.